नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityanandam. Welcome all dear viewers who are joining us from all over the world for this Kalabhairava Bhava Samadhi darshan. I hope all of you had the chance to experience the Bhagavan Sundareshwara Paramashiva Sayuja Samadhi darshan that we just had. And hopefully all of you have been able to experience the continuous darshans that Swamiji has been blessing all of us with. And as you are just overflowing with gratitude, you can just take a few moments and make sure that you join as a member of Kailasa's SPH Nityananda Facebook page, YouTube channel, and make sure that you are continuously staying up to date on all of the darshans and blessings that Swamiji has been giving. So make sure that you join as a member and enjoy all that Swamiji is sharing with the world. So now let us enter into this program. And in this program, we will be learning what is pain and suffering, who is Maha Kalabhairava, the principles of Maha Kalabhairava, how to go beyond this pain and suffering, the powerful cognitions to empower ourselves, and ultimately we will be finally having the Diksha and Darshan of Maha Kalabhairava manifesting through the Supreme Concept of Buddhism, Jagat Guru Maha Sanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Paramashiva.
And Kalabhairavoham, which is a Sanskrit word, means I am Kalabhairava. So in today's program, you will be taught the principles of Mahakalabhairava, Kalabhairava state, which is the pure unclutched state, the Kalabhairava space, which is the space of complete completion, Kalabhairava's powers, which are the extraordinary Shaktis, and Kalabhairava's being, which is radiating the Tyaga of Paramashiva.
And in this program, we will be learning Kalabhairava through all the four padas in the Agamas. The Kriya Pada, which raises the electromagnetic force of your existence and connects you with Paramashiva. The Charya Pada, the lifestyle of living enlightenment. The Jiva, self, connecting with all the dimensions of the world. The Yoga Pada, which raises your Kundalini and connects you with Paramashiva. The Jnana Pada, which brings Paramashiva in your being and makes him manifest in you.
You will achieve all of this by listening, by internalizing, by manifesting the powerful cognitions, and by receiving the initiation and the Diksha and the Darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava.
So let us understand what is this Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. So the Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect.
And the aspect, the Bhava you choose, through that Bhava being one with the source, Samadhi is Bhava Samadhi. And knowing this aspect, the Bhava, is the ultimate Adi, is being in oneness with that. Being in Sama with that is Bhava Samadhi.
So during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, your Kundalini Shakti is awakened, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. The awakening of the Kundalini Shakti results in extraordinary abilities expressing through us like third eye awakening, ability to have remote vision, the ability to scan anyone's body, levitation, teleportation, and even materialization. This influx of superconscious energy also visibly slows down the aging process and improves immunity to disease. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain becomes alive. turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heals, empowers, and transforms our lives.
And during the Bhava Samadhi darshan, one experiences the formless in a way that we can deeply understand and relate with. So, having the darshan or even a glimpse of the avatar, divine being, can bring a lasting transformation in us, cleansing the lifetimes of karmas and creating and rising you to the next level of super consciousness. And that is like hitting a reset button on your being. So here you can experience the Bhava Samadhi darshan and discover the extraordinary possibilities and take a quantum jump from a man to a superhuman.
During the Bhava Samadhi darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. The mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. And without the physical act of imitation, that is, our entire body silently and without movement recreates what is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar.
So now let us have a small introduction of who the supreme point of Hinduism is. The one who out of his extreme love and compassion is giving us this pure and great science of Bhava Samadhi darshan.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Maha, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashiva, was born on the 2nd of January 1978 and is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities as a lifestyle for humanity.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is ordained as the 233rd Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Kanchi Kailasha Sarvanyapitam, which is the Tandai Mandala Adinam, the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsha Sarangi Samrajyam, then the present 293rd Jagat Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Kailasanatha Shyamala Pita Sarvanyapitam, and the present Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani of Kada, which is the largest apex monastic order.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Akilakada. He is the present 23rd Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Dharma Muktiswarakabara Adinam and has been elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read and watched. He has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 different languages, which are English, Tamil, and Sanskrit. And these have been translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And over 20 million copies of these books and articles have been sold, read, and downloaded by millions around the world. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given over 10,000 hours of discourses for humanity and enriching over 1 billion lives digitally, and is respected as a commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gitas, Jain Sutras, and much more.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is honored as a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded internationally recognized Hindu leader, the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including Rudrakanyas, Rudras, Rishis, Rishikas, Bhairavas, Bhairavis, and Sanya, and is the establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world, Kailasa's Nityananda University, with satellite campuses in 150 countries, and is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa schools and founder and reviver of over 100 Satyamritas. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million Pali scriptures, and over 20 million digital books.
And now with that, we will now be getting into the next segment of this program where all of us will be seeing a live demonstration of the extraordinary Shaktis, the extraordinary powers of Paramashiva, which is awakened in us through the Diksha by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So today, the Balasans, the Nityananda Yogis, and the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be demonstrating and sharing with all of you the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation awakened in us through the Diksha. And in today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of you will also be initiated into these extraordinary Shaktis with the grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And all of you will be manifesting the powers of third eye, which is seeing with eyes blindfolded, as well as many other powers, spiritual powers such as the remote vision, body scanning, materialization, levitation, teleportation, and much more. And for those of you who might be wondering where exactly is this third eye located and how it works, the third eye is a cosmic browsing center located between the brows, which upon initiation, one can effortlessly express powers and see through the third eye just as you would with your two eyes. So now let us understand what exactly are these Shaktis, what is their source, how they manifest, and much more. So in the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva, in a very elaborate way, describes that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 powers, extraordinary Shaktis. And the manifesting of powers is described in the Vedas and Agamas by Paramashiva as a system, a method, and a science for human beings to explore the base possibilities and powers and have access to base states of consciousness. And these Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are a divine and you need to manifest the divine, not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. So here the foundation is you are Paramashiva. Your unmanifest recognizes that you are Paramashiva, even if you have not yet manifested it. So understand that is why what Paramashiva is revealing through this body and through this system, through this methodology, and any samyama you do on powerful cognitions, you manifest only Shaktis, powers, not Siddhis. So this is told by, this is revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. And a few differences between Shaktis and Siddhis. Many of you might have heard the term Siddhis, it's a very common term. So let's look at the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. Shaktis express from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru and are a source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment and are on the path of enlightenment. And a few more differences are that Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation by the avatar and are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from enlightenment. And the source of all these Shaktis, Paramashiva, is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. And as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence. He performs the Pancha Kritya, or the five cosmic acts of Shrishti, which is creation, Spriti, which is sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, which is rejuvenation, Trobha, pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, which is liberating grace for all living entities. And now the avatar of Paramashiva, which is none other than the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Maha, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva. As the 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization nation and the great cosmic goddess Hindu nation. So ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been a cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. And it was where the science of enlightenment and the extraordinary Shaktis was lived and taught as a science. So for the first time in the modern day, as the avatar of Paramashiva who has come down in the modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking pace which is never accomplished before. And all of this knowledge is passed down from one generation to the next. So this knowledge and science of manifesting Shaktis are passed down from one generation to the next through the science of Diksha initiation by enlightened gurus. And the lineage of gurus in Sanskrit is called the Guru Parampara. So here you can also see the Guru Parampara, the lineage of gurus, all the enlightened beings who have taught Swamiji ever since he was young. And the supreme point of Hinduism being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age by his gurus, was trained and taught these sciences to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of power manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushada, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Dhyana, Paramashiva Vijnana, and much more. And all of you can also see all the various enlightened beings and gurus at the supreme point of Hinduism. You can see Mataji, Buddhananda Puri, Pundi Swamigal, Isiki Swamigal, Annamalai Swamigal, Yogi Raj Yogananda Puri, Tirunal Swami, Kanchi Paramacharya, and much more, many more. So now let us see how we can awaken these divine Shaktis in us. How can you manifest these Shaktis yourself? Every ultimate truth, Dhyana, is mapped into your consciousness, Prajna, and manifests as the possibility and power of every being, Prajnana. Power. So the science of power manifestation is authenticated through four aspects of evidences or pramanas. So the first is the Shasta Pramana, which is the eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. And then the next is the Apta Pramana, which are the experiences and results of Aptas or authorities for Hinduism, where the Vedic rishis and scientists have time tested and verified all of these sciences. And the next is the Atma Pramana, which is an account from the life of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. And then the next is the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. Now, for those of you who might be wondering what exactly are these Vedas and Agamas in which Paramashiva has described all of these sciences in a very elaborate way. So the Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus and are pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. And the Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology and the applied sciences are expanded. And the Vedas and Agamas, the Vedagamas, which is a living applied science for Hindus, is given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the ultimate, eternal, unchangeable truths. And a reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called the Shasta Pramana. And now with that, let us all get ready to witness a very unique and very exciting demonstration of the powers of third eye. After we go through the four Pramanas for this power. So we will be first looking at the Shastra Pramana for this power of third eye, which comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishtannilitalochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. And the translation for this verse is, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind in inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva. And the next is the Apta Pramana for this power, where Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. So Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye during the revelation of the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna reveals his Vishwarupa Darshana, his cosmic form. So he initiates Arjuna so Arjuna can witness Bhagavan Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan. And he beautifully says to Arjuna, न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुम् अनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. So in this verse, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. So this comes from the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form. And it is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. And the next is the Atma Pramana in Swamiji's own words. Swamiji beautifully says, the first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 directions, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel and experience all of that as me. His brainwaves were measured using a PET, a PET scan, which is also called a positron emission tomography. So the brainwaves were measured, and it was measured that when doing daily activities, there is high activity in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active, and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace. And now we will be getting into the Sakshi Pramana, where this rare and sacred science of third eye awakening is being made available to humanity for our ultimate enrichment and conscious evolution by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism embodies the most profound yogic states that surpass all the bounds of time, space, and matter. And he is gifting this pure and great science of third eye awakening, along with many other spiritual sciences, to the world, to billions of people around the world through the science of Diksha. And everyone who has been initiated into these sciences have actually witnessed and experienced the profound results and extraordinary manifestation in their day-to-day life. So now we will be getting into the live demonstration of this power of third eye. Yes. So now let us get into the live demonstration of this extraordinary Shaktis. So here with me I have this I-band. All of you can see the I-band. So in front it is a thick opaque plastic sheet, and in the back there is thick black sponge which will not allow any type of light to enter around the eyes. So my eyes will be going into these two holes over here, and it will also be covering the bridge of the nose. And this I-band is actually certified by ophthalmologists. It is usually given for people who are suffering from insomnia. So this I-band will now be put on my eyes by a volunteer. And once it is done, any of you watching us live on YouTube, on Kailasa and the Sangha YouTube channel, you can put your comments in the live comment section and I will be reading out the comments. So now the I-band will be put on my eyes by a volunteer, and all of you can see as the I-band is being put. Little up, and I think it's filling already. Yes. So now the I-band has been put. I will be turning to my right, left, up, and down. So all of you can see that there's no gaps anywhere around. And now the YouTube comments section will be projected in front of me. And we will also be projecting it for all of you. And any of you watching us right now live on the Kailasa and the Sangha YouTube channel, you can put your live comments. You can put anything that you would like me to read. It can be a sequence of emojis, numbers, letters, words, sentences, a different language. It can be anything that does not even make sense. So the last comment we have is from Dr. Hamsa Kalabhairava, who has put, "Thank you, Bhagwan Swamiji Kalabhairava." And above that, Sabina has put two hearts and then two namaskar emojis. And then above that, she has put something in a different language, which is JA, then PRICAM, and then SRBSKOHRVATSKI, comma, SALJEM, BAM, POZDRAVE, So that's what Sabina has put as the first comment. And then there's another comment, and then Dr. Hamsa Kalbhairava. So anyone else also watching us right now, you can put in your live comments. It can be anything that you would like me to read. Maybe Sabina and Dr. Hamsa Kalbhairava, you both can put in the comment section if what I read was right. And if you would like to put anything else also, you can put in your comments. And everyone else also watching us, you can also see the comments. The comments are being projected. Would any of you like to put in your comments? It can be anything. You can put anything that you would like me to read. You can even put a different language. And after this, we will also be having the power of body scanning. So if any of you would like a body scan, even that you can put in the comments. Yes, so on many days we've had Spanish, Hindi, French, German, Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, and many other languages. So you can all, whoever is watching us right now, even you can put different languages, and you can put anything random. It can be something that you think I may not be able to read. And actually, Sabina's the two namaskar emojis that she has put, it is yellow hands. Is there anyone else also who would like to put in your comments? You can put in your comments. It can be a sequence of emojis, numbers, words, letters, sentences. It can be anything that does not make sense at all. So now we will be getting into the next power, the power of body scanning. So before that, now the eye band will be removed from my eyes. So you can all see as the eye band is being removed. The volunteer will now be removing the eye band. Yes, so all of you can see the eye band. There's nothing added or removed from it. And now, any of you who would like a body scan can put your comments in the YouTube comment section. We will now be going through the Pramanas for the power of body scanning. So the body scanning is the power Yes, so now we will be getting into the power of body scanning. So this power of body scanning is where one awakens to the ability to scan any type of illnesses, diseases, medically diagnosed issues in the body, and much more in the body. And it also awakens the ability to scan a solution for any problems through the awakened third eye. So now we will be seeing the Shasta Pramana, the Apta Pramana, Atma Pramana, and Sakshi Pramana for this power. So the Shasta Pramana comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshmatarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. And in this verse, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest consecutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, or the whole universe simultaneously consists of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the universal divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. And the next is the Apta Pramana for this power, which comes from the life of a Siddha whose name is Tereya. And he was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agastya. So one day a man suffering from severe headache comes to Agastya for healing. And Agastya uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small terai, a type of rock, sitting in the person's brain. Agastya immediately instructs Teraya, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. And once the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of the headache. And thus, Teraya gains his name. And the next is the Atma Pramana, for this power from the life of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. And on the 22nd of December of 2019, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed how he uses the power of body scan. Paraphrasing his words, only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalances had happened and where balances had to be done. I use telepathy as a second opinion to verify my findings. And here you can see the Sakshi Pramana, which are the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation happening to the initiate disciples of the Supreme Pontiff. So here are just a few sharings, but thousands around the world have manifested this power of body scanning successfully with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pontiff. And even you will be able to manifest this extraordinary Shakti after the initiation. And now we will be having a live demonstration of this power. So anyone who would like a body scan can put your comments in the YouTube comment section and we will be doing a body scan for you. Any of you watching us on Kailasa's Nityananda Sangha YouTube channel, you can put in your comments. Is there anyone else? Any one of you? It can be anyone. Any of you watching us live on the Nityananda Sangha YouTube channel, you can put in your comments for a body scan if you would like one, and we will be doing the body scan for you. For those of you who are wondering what exactly is the power of body scanning, how it works, how we are able to see what the problem is in the body. So, the first step and the most important thing is to connect in oneness with Paramashiva, with Swamiji. So, when you get into that
The usual pain experienced by this kind of double open fracture would cause excruciating pain for a week and leave one bedridden with the hands completely immobilized. In 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism suffered a complicated type 1 open fracture of both the bones of the right forearm. The usual pain experienced by this kind of double open fracture would cause excruciating pain for a week and leave one bedridden with the hands completely immobilized. And pain medication would be an absolute necessity. However, in the case of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, from the moment the horrendous fracture occurred, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was continuously joyful and smiling, even while preparing for travel to the hospital. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism suggested the doctors to perform the surgery without any anesthesia and continuously shared that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism never felt or experienced an ounce of pain at any time during this incident. And he never used any pain medication either.
And when you deny the existence of pain and suffering in your life, how Kalabhairava beautifully takes care of you. So let us hear a touching sharing by one of the disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Many people around the world have shared their experiences. Yes, we can go to the next slide.
Yes. So let us now understand the video for this Parabhakti sharing is on YouTube, so you can do that at your own time. Now let us understand why we need Guru in our life, why we need Guru to experience this fourth truth, to experience Kalabhairava, to experience the space beyond pain and suffering.
So the
First, let
Guru,
us Guru. The Guru is a master, or a master is not a vyakti, a person as you imagine. He is a tattva, a principle. He is simply a physical representation of the divine. In the Vedic tradition, the spiritual teacher, the Guru or the master, is said to be more important than God. And God is always and everywhere, but it is the Guru who opens the disciples' eyes to the existence of God. The master is the doorway to one's own experience of the divine.
and the Shasta Pramana for the importance, the Guru comes from the Guru Gita, which Paramashiva himself describes the importance of a Guru. So it comes from the Guru Gita. We have a verse here which is the 21st verse of the Guru Gita, and it says, Ananyas chintayanto mam sulabam paramam padam tasmat sarva prayatnena gururaradhanam kuru. Yes, and the translation for this is the supreme state is easily attained by those who think of nothing else but me. Therefore strive to the utmost to propitiate me, the Guru. And another verse from the Guru Gita, verse 18 says, Guru Murtim Smare Nityam Guru Nama Sada Japet Gururajnanam Prakurvita Gururanyanna Bhavayet. And the translation for this is, always remember the Guru's form, constantly repeat the divine name given by the Guru. Always follow the Guru's commands, think of nothing other than the Guru. And the 11th verse of the Guru Gita says, Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Shri Guru Pada Sevanat Dehi Brahma Bhavedyasmat Tvat Kripartam Vadami Te. And the translation for this verse is, out of compassion for you, I shall tell you how the embodied soul becomes Brahman. having been purified of all sins by serving the feet of Sri Guru.
Yes. So in order to experience the Guru and the Guru's grace, you just need to make yourself available. So let us watch this video and understand what the Supreme Concept of Wisdom has revealed about this.
I am sitting with each one of you personally, individually, and making myself available. This being is now available to all of you, to each one of you. I am making myself available to each one of you. To each one of your being. Now the relationship is absolutely between you and me. It is absolutely you and me. Allow me to fill you. Allow my being inside you. When you start tasting my being, all your past fears, greeds, powerlessness, everything will just become irrelevant. You will be showered with the boons you aspired for and you can never even imagine. You will understand the highest, ultimate dimensions of the life and universe. If you have been begging for a few tons of gold, you are going to be granted hills of diamonds. Not just few tons of gold which you are aspiring, hills of diamonds. Beyond you can even ask or imagine. So understand, all your fears and greeds will become irrelevant. The first thing Paramashiva's being, me, going to do in you all, manifest my state, space, powers intensely. Make yourself available for every session. Nothing else is needed. Just make yourself available. Anyone makes yourself available, I'll make myself available to you. All the words I am uttering are mantra. I am not going to give you any teaching. I am not going to give you any technique. I am just directly uttering every word which is mantra to manifest in your being. I am manifesting Paramashiva, myself completely, so your brain can mirror these neuron activities. Understand?
And here is the sharing from one disciple who after he shared this. So you can watch this video on YouTube. It is available to hear about this beautiful experience from this disciple. So now let us move into this next segment. So to recap what we've all learned, all of us want to live without pain and suffering in our lives. We want to live as Kalabhairava, denying the existence of pain and suffering. However, we have a question. Is it possible for me? How long will it take for me to realize it? I have tried before, but have not been successful. Is there an instant way for me to manifest and experience this truth? Does Hinduism offer a solution that is instant and immediate? The good news is yes, Hinduism does provide an instant way to experience Kalabhairavoham. The great news is you are going to learn this sacred science here and now. So let us learn how we can manifest Kalabhairavoham instantly. So every action becomes an independent energy of a deity. So every action done in the cosmos becomes an independent energy. For example, Paramashiva blessed Brahma with Paramashivoham, the experience by removing Brahma's ego, cutting of Brahma's fifth head. That action becomes an independent energy. That is what is called Kalabhairava. Paramashiva destroyed the ego of Daksha. That action became an independent energy called Virabhadra. Shiva did the action of begging from the rishis to teach them a lesson, to take their pride away. That action became Bhikshadara. And Paramashiva destroyed a demon who was hiding in the form of an elephant. That action became the independent deity, the Gaja Samhara Murti. And Paramashiva danced in ecstasy, and that action became Nataraja. Paramashiva saved Markandeya from death, and that became an independent deity, Kala Kala. Through every action of Paramashiva's energy, the ultimate energy becomes one deity. When you connect with those independent intelligences, those deities, whatever you want immediately happens. Immediate results can be achieved by connecting with each of those deities. Yes. And the Shastra Pramana for from the Bhagavad Gita for the immediate manifestation of desires states those who long for the result of an action worship with right the divine energy. For in this mortal world, the success of an action comes immediately. So in this verse, it describes how by worshiping a certain deity, you can actually immediately manifest whatever action you would like. So connect to the deity to manifest whatever you want. Any result you want to manifest, worship the divine energies that are the embodiment of those specific principles. If you want to conquer your ego, then worship Kalabhairava. If you want to move beyond your pain and suffering, if you want to experience the space of Kalabhairava and make all of your incompletions redundant in your life, then you can worship Maha Kalabhairava. And in this segment, we will understand how we can connect with Maha Kalabhairava and worship him, pray to him, and experience the state of Kalabhairavoham.
Nityananda, welcome back to the program as we get ready to receive the darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. So now we'll be looking into the various offerings that we can offer to Bhagavan Kalabhairava as a gift of our gratitude, our love and devotion, our sacred sentiments, an expression of all our sacred sentiments as we get ready to receive the darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. And of offering in the Hindu tradition is an expression, a pure expression of love and devotion, of gratitude of the devotee for the of the divine. And when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely part of the grand Leela played out for the purpose of enlightenment. And offerings are not made out of fear or greed, but as an expression of pure love and gratitude. So now, let us look at the various offerings that we can offer to Bhagavan Kalabhairava today. The first is the offering of the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution that a devotee can make for himself and for family members. And this verse from the Rig Veda explains about the power of the Sankalpa. This verse says, Yena karmanya yaso manishino yagne krinvanti vidateshu dhiraha yada purvam yakshmanta prajanam tanme manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. This is the Shiva Sankalpa Suktam, verse 2 from the Rig Veda. The translation for this verse says, the means by which a man who wants to do good, whose senses are still and who is wise and diligent, becomes proficient in yajnas and other karmas established by the Shastras, and also that which is the principal and most revered by the means of knowledge. My mind, may you have good intentions. From the Rig Veda. So you can make the offering of the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, and you can offer this Sankalpa at the feet of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. It is a sacred and conscious act of aligning our straying mind into empowering our declarations with the auspicious willpower and manifesting energy of the divine to manifest our intentions into reality and for living an enlightened lifestyle. And next, we have the offering of the E-Hundi, which is the offering of any amount in multiple currencies of your choice. And traditionally, in the Vedic tradition, there are some auspicious amounts that are offered on any occasion, any special occasion that we want to celebrate with the divine, or just because we want to express our gratitude for the divine, just for being in our life. So you can make these various offerings of any amount through the E-Hundi offerings. And let us see one verse of Kalabhairava Ashtakam, which describes the glory of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. This verse says, Bhanukoti Bhaswaram Bhavabditarakam Param Neelakantamipsitaya Dayakam Trilochanam Kalakalamambujakshamakshashulamakaram Kashikapuradinatha Kalabhairavam Vaje. The meaning of this verse: salutations to Sri Kalabhairava, who has the brilliance of a million suns, who rescues us from the worldly existence and who is supreme. O the three-eyed one with a blue throat, who bestows us with worldly prosperity which we wish. The lotus-eyed one, who is the death of the death and who takes us beyond death, with the undefeatable trident that supports the three worlds. Salutations to Bhagwan Kalabhairava, who is the ruler of the temple city of Kashi. And next, we have the offerings of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja to Bhagwan Kalabhairava. Another verse from Adi Shankaracharya's Guru Padaka Stotram describes the compassion of the Guru and the tradition of the Hindu Vedic tradition of offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, of revering the feet of the Guru, of worshipping the feet of the Guru. So Adi Shankaracharya describes in this verse, Kavitva Varashini Sagarabhyam Daurbagya Davambhuda Malikabhyam Dhuri Krita Namra Vipatithabhyam Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. The meaning, it says, salutations and salutations to the sandals of my beloved Guru, which is the ocean of knowledge resembling the full moon, which is the water which puts out the fire of misfortunes and which removes the distresses of those who bow down before it. And yet another verse which describes Nathayayo Shri Patitam Samiyu Kadachidapyasu Daritravarya Mukascha Vachas Patitam Hitabhyam Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. And this verse says, salutations and salutations to the sandals of my beloved Guru, which make those who bow down before it possessors of great wealth, even if they're very poor, and which makes even dumb people into great orators. The glory of worshipping the Guru's feet is described in many verses in the Hindu scriptures, and the Guru Gita also describes the glory of Guru. And this is one of the most sacred offerings that a disciple wishes to offer at the feet of Guru, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So you can make this sacred offering as you get ready to receive Bhagwan Kalabhairava's darshan today with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Maha, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva, who is manifesting as the Nijavatara of Bhagwan Kalabhairava in the Bhava Samadhi darshan. So as we get ready to receive the darshan, we can make any of these offerings as our expression of gratitude, love, and devotion for the divine. Next, we can offer the Jata Alankara Seva, the offering of a sacred turban and ornaments to adorn the jatas of Bhagwan Kalabhairava. And Bhagwan Kalabhairava is described as the Kshetra Palaka. And in this verse, it describes Raktajwala Jatadaram Shashiyutam Raktanga Tejomayam Aste Shula Kapala Pashadamarum Lokasya Rakshakaram. The meaning of this verse: salutations to the controller of all elements of existence, Lord Bhairava, he who wears the red flames as his matted hair, jatas, who wears the moon, who shines in red color, who holds a drum, spear, skull, rope, and mace in his hands. And you can offer the Jata Alankara Seva as an offering of your pure love and devotion to Guru, who manifests as Bhagavan Kalabhairava and protects the disciples on their journey and path to enlightenment. And the next offering that we can make to Bhagavan Kalabhairava is the Vastra Alankara Seva. And another verse that describes the glory of Bhagavan Kalabhairava from the Kalabhairava Ashtakam. This verse says, Deva, it describes salutations to he who is praised by sage Narada and other yogis, and the one God, ruler and protector of the temple city of Kashi. And you can offer the Vastra Seva as your offering of pure love and devotion to Guru, who manifests as Bhagavan Kalabhairava and travels along with the disciple in his or her journey and path to enlightenment in every step. So the offering of the Vastra Seva offers the divine protection, grants the protection of the divine in all adverse situations in life. And you can make this offering on the website. And the website for all of these offerings is www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. You can visit this website and click on the links for Bhagwan Kalabhairava on the website, and you can make any of the offerings that you would wish to offer for Bhagwan Kalabhairava. And in the Vedic tradition, the gold is amongst the most sacred and divine elements that is offered to the divine. And this verse from the Atharva Veda describes the significance of the divine element of gold. So this verse says, Tredhajitam janmanedam hiranyam agnerekam priyatamam bhubhuva somasyaikyam insitasya parapatata apamekam veda samreta ahutatte hiranyam trividastavai vishe. The translation of this verse: triply born by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtues, and powerful Apa, the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Gold is a divine element in the Hindu tradition. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of great spiritual significance and spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. So here is a list of various offerings that you can offer to Bhagwan Kalabhairava. You can see the e-hundi offerings, and now we will share the website where you can make all of your offerings. So here's the website, www.kailasamailer.com/sevas, and you can scroll down and click on the link on step 2 where you can make the various offerings, and you can also click on the link for e-hundi, which is an offering that you can make for any devotee, any darshan, at any time. You can visit the link for e-hundi and make your offerings. And for offering ornaments, various ornaments for the deity, your Ishtadevata, your favorite Bhava Samadhi Darshan, as the Nijavatara manifests through the various Bhava Samadhi Darshans, and we receive each expression of the divine. You can make your offerings here for each darshan. So you can click on the link in step 2 and make your offerings to Bhagwan Kalabhairava, where you can offer the Jata Alankara Seva, the Vastra Seva, the offering of the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and various other offerings of your choice. Any offerings of ornaments or jewelry or sevas, any offerings. And you can also offer the e-hundi in multiple currencies. You can make the offering in US dollars, Canadian dollars, Australian dollars, New Zealand dollars, euros, Indian rupees, Singaporean dollars, Malaysian ringgits, Great Britain pound, Chinese yen, in all of these currencies and in any amount of your choice. So you can make the e-hundi offerings. And if you wish to also offer through the YouTube channel, the YouTube channel, the Supreme Kailasa's Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva, the Kailasa SPH channel has made available the opportunity for you to offer through the membership options on the channel. So you can make these offerings by becoming a member on the YouTube chat. And you can also visit the main site where you can click on the join button and become a member. So you can click on the join button and become a member of the channel to be able to post your various messages and prayers during darshan on the chat, on the live chat, as well as to be an e-Kailashian, become a member of the e-Kailasa family and show your support for the for Kailasa. So you can join as a member on the YouTube channel, on the Kailasa SPH YouTube channel, and click on the join button to become a member of the channel. So these are the various ways that you can make your offerings to Bhagwan Kalabhairava today as you get ready to receive the darshan of Bhagwan Kalabhairava. And if you would like to share and express your sacred sentiments for Bhagwan Kalabhairava and the various offerings that you look forward eagerly to offer to Bhagwan Kalabhairava, you can write to us on the chat. You can share your love and gratitude and how you are preparing to receive Bhagwan Kalabhairava. And with that, now and again, before we conclude, the link for the various offerings is www.kailasamailer.com/sevas, and you can make all of your offerings on this site through the various links on the site. And you can also fill in the details of your sankalpa on this form for yourself and your family members. The sankalpa is the conscious resolution that you make to the divine, and you can also submit an intention that if you would like to manifest a reality and make an offering for Bhagwan Kalabhairava, you can also sign up for your intention on this form. So again, the website for making these offerings to Bhagwan Kalabhairava today and to express your love, devotion, and gratitude to Bhagwan Kalabhairava as you get ready to receive the darshan. The website is www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And with that, now we will get ready to for the further segments program as we get ready to receive Bhagwan Kalabhairava.
Nityanam, everyone. Welcome back. So now, let us all get ready for the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Let us first understand what exactly is the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space. Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through meditation on the avatar. And during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. And the Supreme Point of Hinduism has very elaborately spoken on how the mirroring of neurons work as well. And the mirror neurons activate the process of all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing without the physical act of imitation. So that is our entire body can silently and without movement recreate what is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. And the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan knows no distance. And this is a phenomenon in modern science, and science is just discovering it and terms it as quantum tunneling. And our thoughts per second reduces significantly, and we relax into the space beyond thoughts, which is thoughtlessness, becoming mentally at ease and in coexisting dimensions beyond duality. So we and the divine become one, unconditioned by the more of the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So Bhagavan Krishna describes beautifully the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. He says, so once when Krishna saw his own extraordinary sweetness reflected in a jeweled wall, he was amazed and said, how unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. Alas, when I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy its sweetness, just like Radhika. When I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I can't. After due consideration, I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika. And the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science where the Nijavatara manifests Paramashiva, the consciousness, and expresses the being of Paramashiva through the Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form or embodied form, for us to experience Paramashiva. So here all of you can see an example where Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and manifests as Njara, the physical form, to Devi Meenakshi. And Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of Subramanya and manifests as Njavatara through Bhagavan Muruga. And Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses the being of Arunagiri Yogeshwara and manifests as the Njavatara, the physical form, through the supreme point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva. And Bhagavan Parandama expresses the being of Mahavishnu and manifests as Nijavatara through Bhagavan Krishna. And Archavatara reflects the consciousness and the manifestation of the being of superconscious energy. But unfortunately, human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Archavatara directly. And so the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create an experience of superconscious energy in all of us. And when we have the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Nijavatara manifesting beings of various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and the powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. So now let us understand the dimensions of Paramashiva manifesting in Nijavatara for us to experience the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss. It is where you experience causeless bliss. And during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our being comes alive and celebrates with the energy waves of cosmos, of existence. And our very muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. And the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. And even without much effort from our side, our very biomemory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, during the Bhava Samadhi darshan. And when you have a glimpse of an avatar, an enlightened being, just a glimpse is enough to cleanse the karmas of lifetimes and create a deep lasting transformation in us. And the space of gratitude enables the reflection of consciousness in all levels, the psychological, physical, and ultimately the conscious levels. And the darshan meditation as a preparation helps us to fall into that deep space of gratitude. And it is during that time that we drop the conscious resolution, the satya sankalpa of anything that we want or need in our life, and be ready to reflect the consciousness of Paramashiva. So that is all you need to manifest the best for your life as well as all the other lives of beings around you. And the right context to hold during the Bhava Samadhi darshan is that I know you are the source of everything. You are everything, and you are in the embodied form of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva, and you are in this body. You are the source of both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of you. And with that context, let us now get ready for the Bhava Samadhi darshan, the Dhyana mantra, the conscious resolution. So before that, you can all take a few minutes to set up for the Panchopachara Puja. You can get the sandalwood paste and or powder, then a few fresh flowers, then the incense, the lamp, and a food offering. And if you would like to offer your Naivedyams, you can enter your Naivedyam offerings in the link below, tiny.cc/food donations. And we will now be getting ready for the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. Yes, so now let us enter into the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has blessed the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra as an initiation that transmits energy and experience and powers in the form of sacred mantras. So just like how the avatar transmits Shaktis just by a look, Nayana, or by a touch, Sparsha, similarly the avatar births himself as the mantras which encompasses his Shaktis, the energies, and transmit those Shaktis to all the devotees. And anyone to whom this mantra is chanted from the space of oneness and deep restful awareness, that person is bestowed with health and well being, wealth and abundance and prosperity, love and fulfilling relationships, enormous growth and success in business, job and finance, and a complete and fulfilled life that manifests without any type of doshas, sins, evil eyes, or obstacles leading to a long, healthy life, blissful life. And with the grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa's Department of Human Services and Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship is offering the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra prayer service on behalf of each and every one of you. And today, we are going to offer our prayers and request the blessings of Maha Kalabhairava in the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, on behalf of each and every one of you for the following benefits: healing of health issues, healing of psychological stress and anxiety, healing of addictions, moving out of depression, moving out of pain patterns, improved career, healing relationships with spouse, family, and profession, and then to manifest a breakthrough in the wealth dimension. Then protection for children orphaned during the pandemic, protection from natural calamities, protection from lost wages and income, solutions to any problem, breakthrough in creativity, increased inspiration, and for you to move out of debt, and to experience increased energy and vitality, and to heal from any insecurities, protection from any direct or indirect effects of the pandemic, for the leadership consciousness to be awakened, healing from any genetic or inherited disorders, experiencing completion in your muscle memory and biomemory, and ultimately to for getting the grace and blessings of the Supreme Point of Hinduism to always be with you.
No, just
Nityananda Paramashivoham.